Hi, I'm Darren Wright. I'll be your home inspector today. Join me on a typical home inspection and look at a home through your inspector's eyes.
As we inspect the exterior, we'll be looking at your foundation and checking your stucco for cracks or any other defects. We'll look at your water main coming up, make sure your main shutoff works properly. We'll be looking over all of your windows to see if they're properly installed, nothing's cracked or broken, or any signs of anything that may leak. As we inspect the foundation, hopefully we don't come across signs of wood-destroying organisms such as this. Right here we have active live termites. Not a good thing. We'll be looking at your front door, make sure it operates properly, make sure the trim is all installed good. Look to see if everything is caulked on top. And you can see this one is not, so if you hosed off your stucco, water would leak in. As we walk around the house, we'll be looking up at the roof overhangs, make sure the tile's in good order and no signs of any leaks underneath. Still looking at stucco as we go around the house. We come to the electric panel. We'll take the cover off, check all the wiring inside, make sure the breakers are proper size. Make sure the breakers are all labeled on the cover so you know how to turn things off. We'll check all your outlets, make sure they work properly and have a proper weatherproof cover. And while we're at it, we'll make sure all the lights are working. As we walk around, we're also looking at your yard fencing, make sure it's in good shape. We'll be looking at the yard itself to see if it's graded properly so you don't have a flood back here when it rains.
In the garage, we'll open and close your door both by hand, manually, and with the opener. We'll test the opener for all the safety features. While we're in here, we'll look at the water heater, we'll check the water connections and the shut-off valve, the electrical, and if it's gas, we'll look at the gas connections. We'll check the operation of the heater, make sure it's working, and we'll also give us an opportunity to look at the garage floor, give us an idea of the condition of the foundation. During a bathroom inspection, we'll run the tub, the shower, make sure everything flows and make sure the drain is working. We'll check the tub for any damage, and we'll look at the ends to make sure there's no signs of leaking, any mold or mildew. While the tub's running, we'll also flush the toilet and run the sink at the same time. Fill it to the top, make sure it drains, and we'll check your electric and make sure your fan's working. Go through all the bedrooms, open and close doors, check all the light switches, outlets in every room, look at the condition of the walls, the ceilings, and we'll open and close every window to make sure everything's working properly. As we've come through the kitchen, we'll be checking all of your electrical outlets to make sure they're working properly. We'll check the microwave, the fan, your stove, make sure your stove is properly installed so it doesn't tip over. We also check the dishwasher for leaks, make sure it runs through the cycles. We'll check your sink, your garbage disposal. We'll look underneath for any signs of leaks, and open and close all your drawers and cabinets.
Once we get up into the attic, we'll be looking at the quality of the insulation job. We'll be looking for any signs of leaks in the roof. The ductwork will be checked. Any air conditioning lines. We'll look at wiring, plumbing, anything else that is up here. If your HVAC equipment is in the attic, while we're up here, we'll give it a thorough look over and make sure there's no air leaks anywhere. All the electrical and gas connections are done properly, including the flue pipe. and check the overall condition of the equipment. Today we're in a home with a finished basement. It's got 2 bathrooms downstairs, and we have pumps to pump the wastewater back up and out, and we will run everything and test all this equipment. We also have pumps for the drains outside the basement windows. Make sure the basement doesn't flood. And we'll get out a hose and run some water down those drains and make sure this basement stays dry. We'll go up on your roof whenever possible. Make sure your tile or shingles are properly nailed. And we'll look at all your flashings and other areas up here to make sure nothing's going to leak. When we do an assessment of the roof and find issues such as broken tile, we'll explain to you the severity and exactly what this means so you'll understand the condition of your roof. When inspecting a shingle roof, we'll look for proper installation of the metal on the edge. We'll look and see if the shingles are sticking down or if they're loose, and we'll look for any nails lifting up that'll be popping the shingles up.
And then after inspection of all aspects of your home and a lot of picture taking, I will sit down at my laptop and prepare your detailed home inspection report. Thanks for joining us.